I'm a little confused. How come they didn't show the Leafs game last night?
What are you talking about? They showed it.
Yeah, but it was an old game, like before the lockout.
What makes you think that?
Curtis Joseph wasn't there, they beat the Senators, and it said they were on a 4-game winning streak. There's no way that's from this season.
Leafs beat the Senators 4-3 in overtime for what was a bit of a deja vu. Curtis Joseph was between the pipes for the Leafs, and they beat the Senators in overtime. And it can't be all that fun being the Senators right now because they keep losing, but I still don't feel bad for them. Because they all got famous girlfriends. What's up with that? Carrie Underwood, Hillary Duff?
Hey, I play for a hockey team.
Is that a good hockey team?
I play for a hockey team.
But anyway, there was a lot going on last night. Tim Stapleton scored his first... Jason Spezza scored Tim Stapleton's first NHL goal. The more I watch that replay, the more I think, what was he doing? Like, the puck was behind Spezza's stick, and it's almost like the puck scared him. And he just kind of love-tapped it into his own net. And after the Leafs choke a bit and even go down 3-2, Pavel ties it up and sends it to overtime for the 6th straight game. And then sure enough, set up from Ian White, Pavel puts in his second of the game to win it in overtime. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, that Pavel will be a Leaf after the trade deadline. That's right, I'm calling it. And the only reason I say that is because that's what happened last year. He wasn't doing so well, and then boom, scores an overtime winner, made him feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and decided not to waive his no trade. Which brings me to my question of the game. Regardless of whether or not you want Thomas Kaberle to be a Leaf or Pavel Kabinett to be a Leaf, do you think those guys are going to waive their no trade clauses? And even though I refuse to join Tank Nation, there's something about this 4-game win streak that's not sitting right with me. Remember at the beginning of the season? Please, I don't care if you make the playoffs, just don't finish between 9th and 12th again. Well, guess what, ladies and gents? That's where they are. But this is typical Leafs. Look at it. Okay, it's the beginning of March and they're heating up. Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyway, I want to move on to something different, something that I find a little bizarre. Captain of the New York Islanders, Bill Guerin, who has said he will waive his no-trade clause, was sat out of the last game so he allegedly could just wait for a trade. Now, I don't know when you're watching this, but it's midday Sunday and he has not been traded yet. My question is, how is that allowed? Because you're keeping your star player out of the lineup. It's not like he has been traded. Isn't that called point shaving? No, look, I know you're going to trade him, but shouldn't he play for you until you do? Like, what if they did that in January? Like, oh yeah, we're just not going to play our captain for like 2 months. 2 months later, oh, we're in last? Oopsie. First overall pick, please. I don't know. All I'm saying with that situation is something doesn't smell right. Guys, you should all send out your support to the captain of the Edmonton Oilers, Ethan Morrow. He suffered what seemed like a pretty bad eye injury, and I wish him a speedy recovery because it looked nasty. Final question of the game, and I'm actually curious to know what your answer is, so I really would like a video response. Are you skipping school or work on Wednesday to watch this trade deadline? Come on, I know you are. And whether you're doing that or not, I want you to do a video and post it on Leafspace of the best excuse you can think of for why you would have to miss work or school for the trade deadline. Oh, sorry, boss, I can't come into work today. My auntie's visiting from out of town. Auntie who? Auntie Mietman? Your aunt plays for the Minnesota Wild? I know it's stupid, but if you think you can do a better job, then do it! I'll see you next time. 4-game win streak, Toronto Maple Leafs. Peace.